So I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to run this game. Probably until Dharma comes out, which I have some ideas of what I want to play in that. But I was thinking about playing it for Rule Britannia, but then I found out what uh, Dharma is supposed to entail, and I thought it would be better suited for that. So I'm gonna save that. Gotta maintain some air of secrecy and mystery, so I'm not going to say exactly what it is. But right now I'm going to let the game run, and Novgorod and Muscovy are at peace now. Would Muscovy be interested in possibly allying? No. Um, I think I'm going to do something different. So I'm going to recall the diplomat that I had auto improving with my allies, and instead I'm going to have him start fabricating on the Livonian Order. Yes, I know they're my allies, but they probably won't be for long. Um, I think I'd rather have their territory myself than let them have it. They're allied with Scotland and Riga as well. Alright, so monopoly company formed. Crowns often granted trading companies the exclusive rights to traffic goods in a region. These monopolies were granted in exchange for a lump sum payment and continuing revenues for the traders. You can make a long-term investment or demand payment in full. I think long-term investment is probably the better way to go, even though that was quite a bit of money, so how long do I have before I can get Tech 4 military? Expected February 1450. March 1450, I guess. Um, so that's going to be after the Renaissance starts, but before a year ticks up for the penalty, I think. Kingdom of Italy and the Empire. For years now, imperial authority over the Kingdom of Italy has been waning. Successive emperors have failed to impose their will on the Italian states, and large areas that are formerly part of the empire have been lost to Venice and the Papal States, who reject the empire's right to them. Unless northern Italy is formally brought back into the empire, the states there may slip out of imperial control forever. Okay, so if the northern Italy's not in part of the empire before 1490, then all of Italy will leave the empire. Sweden has embargoed us. What does the states map mode look like right now? Right, I want to, I think, Novgorod has rivaled me. So, let's say if Novgorod allies Poland, let's say Novgorod allies Poland. I don't know if they're likely to do that or not. And Muscovy rivals. Oh, Muscovy doesn't have Novgorod as a rival. Alright, never mind. That thought process is out the window. I think Goldingen is the only province I can fabricate a claim on whenever I get enough spy network built up. Not a bad province. 7 development. Slow goings, but I don't want to end up giving the Poles an opportunity to invade me. Trade over large distances can be fairly risky if profitable. The weather, brigands, and pirates remain a threat on land as well as on the water. Normally, the burghers can cope with a certain amount of mishaps and have their own ways to protect themselves and ensure their cargo. Lately, however, things have been going badly for a large number of merchant families, and some are at risk of bankruptcy, and may be prudent to offer some financial compensation to them to get back on their feet. I can compensate them, and I lose money and have to take out loans. They gain influence and loyalty, or they lose loyalty and lose influence. They already hate me. That by lowering their influence, the penalties are actually lower too. I was looking around between episodes, and I think I'd rather have the clergy have Memel instead of Königsberg, because Königsberg has gems. I think that, I don't know if that will put them at, or keep them at 20 control. But, you know what, let's see. I'd rather have Königsberg because it's a 553 province and produces gems, as opposed to Memel, which is a 333 and produces livestock. So let's see. Okay. They are disloyal now. And that's perfect. I mean, their influence still sucks. If I get a bad event, they will try to take over. Which, again, will suck. But I don't think I can actually do anything that will drop their influence. No, that gives them influence, and everything I can do there grants them influence rather than taking it away. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Would Muscovy be willing to... Nope, Muscovy is allied to Lithuania now. It's going to be terrible if Lithuania decides to declare war on the Livonian Order and drags both Poland and Muscovy into that. Brandenburg's dealing with a lot of rebels right now. They're allied to Austria and Hesse. Our spy network is getting larger, and the Livonian Order. Ottomans accepted peace with Albania. Who's Riga allied with? Livonian Order in Hamburg. And they are part of the trade league with Lübeck, Magdeburg, Lüneburg, Bremen, Hamburg, and Dithmarschen. I wouldn't mind supporting Sweden's independence when they become rebellious. All it takes is one bad war on Denmark's part. Pomerania likes me. And they're allied with Denmark. Alright, I'm going to get ready to fabricate this claim. I can probably handle the Livonian Order and Riga. But if Scotland brings their ships over, Scotland is allied to Sligo, Livonian Order in Friesland, following vassals the Isles, independence guaranteed by France. But Scotland is currently not in a war. Okay. I'm gonna pay for this. I know I am. So, let's continue drilling for now. We'll recall this guy. Once he gets back, I will send him to improve relations with allies. That is really inconvenient. Okay, so I didn't even check to see if I could fabricate on something else. And I am actually going to build up the rest of my army with mercenaries, which will lower my professionalism, I know that, and will cost me more money. But, let's wait until the end of this month. And the idea behind using mercenaries instead of regulars is to still make money. Good. Is to save on some manpower. I can probably actually get some more mercenaries if I had more money. We have fulfilled the ambition to build to force limit, which will give us lower land maintenance and also more morale, which will help. And at the end of this month, I'll move towards the Livonian Order. Oh, crap, no. That was a bad idea. I just realized I get a truce whenever I, sure, we'll take military. Yeah, that does suck. Maybe I shouldn't have allied the Livonian Order to begin with. But, okay, so worst case scenario. I think worst case scenario would be that Lithuania declares war on the Livonian Order after I break my alliance with them. Second worst case scenario, Poland declares war on me after... Yeah, second worst case scenario would be Poland declaring war on me now. Even though I'm pretty sure Austria would rush to my aid as I am part of the Empire. Conflict of opinion and interest over religious and secular matters between our government and our nation's religious authorities has upset the clergy. I can gain papal influence, lose prestige, gain loyalty from the clergy, or lose loyalty and papal influence. Well, the clergy is currently the only estate that does not have a problem with me. Sure. And I'm also going to go ahead and increase stability. And we'll actually be gaining devotion. So when does our truce with the Livonian Order end? 1455 years. Yep, that was a mistake. It was a mistake to have a truce to begin with. Or, I mean, to have an alliance to begin with. Alright, let's, detach the mercenaries, disband them. I'll save quite a bit more money by doing that, I think. I could probably get the large city objective if I develop Danzig to 30. That's a lot of development, though. But it would increase my force limits, and also if I increased my military power, my manpower here, it would also increase my overall manpower. I'm tempted. That's a 56 every development. I'm not going to develop anything until the Renaissance spawns, so that it helps gain points towards the Renaissance. Danzig is the largest province I have, I think. Definitely. Königsberg has 13 next. Danzig also has farmlands and is an important center of trade. Muscovy is maxed out on relations. So close to being able to get a relationship or alliance with Muscovy. Okay. Wait. Why was that diplomat? I don't know why that diplomat went to... Did I not have him selected for allies and had him selected as neighbors or something? I'm gonna go ahead and improve Sweden's relations with me. I hope that Hungary drops their rivalry of me and maintains their rivalry with Lithuania. Since the 14th century, the wealthy and powerful in the Italian city-states have been patronizing artists and scholars willing to explore the old Roman and Greek societies of their forefathers. As a cultural movement, the Renaissance already encompasses most of the region and has had a profound impact on literature, art, philosophy, and music. Humanist scholars are also analyzing the society in which they live, comparing it to the ideals of classical philosophers. At the turn of 1451, Renaissance humanism has grown into a more mature movement ready to permeate all aspects of society. A new ideal for rulers as well as those who are ruled is spreading as quickly as the early printers can distribute copies of these new ideas. A true Renaissance humanist is an expert on everything from politics and philosophy to art, textual analysis, music, and architecture. The Renaissance is now ready to reshape the world and to better fit its classical ideals. Part of me says try to go for an alliance with Pomerania. Saxony is already my ally. Could get an alliance with Brunswick. Sweden's liberty desire isn't really that high right now. The Renaissance is spreading to Danzig slowly. And I need 14 development there to get it to a 30 development province. Is it worth it? I don't know. What's Riga? 11? Danzig is probably the largest one in the area. 16, 17 in Poznan. 23 in Krakow. I think because it will get me the Renaissance faster. I think it is worth it. We'll increase manpower first. I'm gonna wait, I think, 4 more months and increase it one more time, and then put the rest of development into probably base tax. Because I don't think developing base production here is that useful because of grain. Because we're ahead of time, we actually have a little bit of innovativeness. That's going to go away next year, though. Okay, let's go for it. Yes, that might have been a waste of power, and I didn't even get to 30 development. That sucks. I might put one more in manpower. Growth of cities attracts serfs. Tuchel loses one base tax and they gain autonomy. And or nope, I'm going to take the other one. We'll grow Marienburg a little bit, which is our capital. Maybe that one would have been the better one to increase. Oh well. I'm actually going to go ahead and decrease the autonomy. Yes, it causes some unrest, but I'll deal with that when the time comes. It's not a hugely aggressive rebellion, so. My Diplo power sucks. My Diplo power gain sucks anyway. Wait a minute, I should have done this already. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't. Why couldn't that be 5 shock? I'd go to war against Poland right now if that were the case. The local preacher? The people rejoiced when the local preacher, Ludwig, was chosen as the heir to the Hochmeister Johann I of the Teutonic Order. Were they rejoicing because they saw an end to his constant sermons, or because they believed in him being able to make a difference in the Teutonic Order? No matter what, the people support and trust the next Hochmeister Ludwig. Gain 10 prestige and 15 ducats. 10 years of influenza, or I lose 50 admin points. In Danzig. Local tax modifier. That's like the worst. That's a bad scenario. I can choose a naval doctrine. I'm tempted, actually, to take Merchant Navy. Ship trade power would probably be good right now. Help us get even more money. How much is the progress towards Renaissance? See, okay. I'm glad in a way, I'm glad I'm developing this province. Sadly, influenza sucks. Really bad. Alright, let's put the last, some more military points into that. The fate of Neumark. Is it Neumark or Neumark? The part of me that knows a little bit of German says Neumark. Anyway, while originally part of Brandenburg, the Margraves have in the past first pawned and then transferred Neumark to us in order to raise money. Distant and plagued by robber barons, the province has generally been more trouble than it was worth for our order. We have received an offer to pawn the province back to Brandenburg. Should we accept it, it seems unlikely that we will ever get Neumark back, since the elector is willing to pay good money for it, and we could certainly make good use of those funds. Take the money. Treaty of Colma happens. Brandenburg likes me better by 50. Nah. And now our innovativeness is decreasing. Influenza has spread to Königsberg. How should we? It will go away soon. That gives me quarantined influenza in every province. I should have quarantined Danzig. It was a bad move. Sure, we'll take Merchant Navy, I think. Most of our army is extremely well drilled. Even if I did support Sweden, it's hard for me to reach Denmark. But because I would also go to war with Pomerania, because Denmark is allied to them, I would 1455 is when that truce expires. Because Denmark is allied to Pomerania. If I support Sweden's independence and they declare it, I go to war with Pomerania, meaning I can help keep them out of the war. Because I'm pretty confident in my ability to defeat just Pomerania. In time, many of the everyday occurrences in life of our Hofmeister and his predecessors has become the subject of ceremony. Being able to attend the bedroom of the ruler as he dresses, for instance, is considered by many to be the best way to gain the ear of the Hofmeister. An elaborate court life will certainly limit the power of our nobles to plot against us and their countryside properties, but it could also prove quite expensive. Denying them the right to be part of the daily life entirely, on the other hand, would also limit their influence, but the nobility would likely resent it. Keep it at a modest level, lose 10 loyalty, lose money, we gain possible advisors, and we lose tax, and nobility likes us better, but they lose influence. You know what, we have a little bit of money right now, let's do it. We have a discipline advisor available. I'll have to make use of him if and when I go to war. Not if, when. I will be going to war at some point. I just made some incorrect moves. Hey, Lubeck is our ally? Since when? Oh, okay. Huh. I completely forgot I allied Lubeck. April of 1455, right? Yes. Improvements in government technology. I will take more admin points at the cost of a little bit of inflation. What? I haven't improved relations with the Pope, have I? No, I haven't. So after I finish improving with Sweden, I'm going to go and improve with the Pope. Ah, that's so disappointing. Muscovy is a rat bastard. Let's say that I improved my arm. What is my force limit, by the way? 17. So we increased it by another 1 by improving Danzig. Will Austria accept an alliance right now? What? They have too many diplomatic relations. What happened to the idea that no AI country will fill up their last diplomatic relation slot unless it's with a human player? I thought that's how the AI used to work. Unless they change that? I don't know. Improve relations with the Pope. Get some more papal influence every year. Oh, the nobility don't have enough land. Sucks for them. States. Let's go ahead and improve manpower here. That wasn't enough. Go ahead and improve manpower again? Really? Does it need to tick? Does the month need? Oh my god. That's stupid. I wish it hadn't. I wish it would have updated it as I did that. I spent more than I needed to. Probably by about 2. Oh well. Slow down our tech even more. But Danzig is at 68.3%. And they gain how much every month? 0.37. What's the one under it say? Okay, there will be blood. Treason against Teutonic Order. Recruitment is out of necessity something that has to be somewhat decentralized affair. Often it will be entrusted to nobles in the capital, and then they are responsible to turn up a set number of men in the various provinces under our control. This is a system that to some extent relies on trust, as the central government is not involved in the details of countryside mustering. And the only form of control we have are the often sporadic inspections the army itself conducts. One such inspection in Calm has unearthed quite a local scandal. The rolls we have for the area is full of fictional names, and nobody seems to know what we could actually muster from the region. This is unfortunate. Lose professionalism. Or... wow. West Prussia area gets reassessment survey until October 1464. 10 years. Giving us less manpower, but we gain professionalism. So that's those 2 provinces. One of which already has some... you know what? Fine. We'll deal with it. It's not a huge loss, I think. Oh wait, I forgot the loyalty. Loyalty of nobility? Or... I'm unsure. Anyway, if it was the nobility, they are still loyal. So, I'll count it as a... seems like... is it just me, or have I gotten, like, terrible events so far? So, I have 5 rivals right now. Could it get any worse? Okay. I'll wait until the end of this month. And then we'll recall the guy from Lubeck. And then we do have an extra force limit. Or we've grown by 2 force limit, I guess. If I build 2 more cav, that's 6, and then 12? No, still don't like that. Composition. I will get 1 more thing of regulars. I'll probably, if I declared war on the Livonian Order right now, would I lose? No. Okay. I was thinking because my relationships were good, my relations with them were good, they would, or I would lose stability by declaring a war on them. I'm gonna wait until I have like 100 100 ducats before I declare war. So that's going to be, what, a few more months? Might as well go back to improving relations with Lubeck. Does anybody next to me have military tech 5? No. Good. Bonfire of the Vanities. There is a vigorous preacher in Marienburg who has outdoor sermons about the temptations of the vanity objects have led to his supporters collecting and burning cosmetics, arts, books, deemed immoral, and musical instruments. He rages on about how these objects might tempt one to sin and urges people, especially the famous artists of Teutonic Order, to bring the things he deems immoral to his bonfires. Stop the man, gain 10 devotion, or allow him to continue but rescue the art. I don't really need devotion. Prestige would be nice, as it gives me more morale and less aggressive expansion. And at the same time, no, we'll allow him to continue but rescue the art. Okay, so somebody stopped rivaling me. Who? I missed something. Poland and Lithuania still rival me. Novgorod still rivals me in Denmark. Who is the other rival? I don't know. Shh. I really should start trying to pay more attention, huh? Austria has Styrian separatists. That's weird. Is Austria at war with somebody? Oh, Hungary stopped rivaling me because they're now a junior partner of Austria. Sounds good to me. It means Hungary is no longer a threat. Poland has started to annex Mazovia. Alright. I am about to get 100 ducats in the next few months. So we're going to take that off of drilling. And we need 27.8 to get any more mercenaries. You know what? Let's go ahead and get another infantry, regular infantry. And then after that comes Poland has embargoed me. I have trustworthy allies, apparently, which gives me more Diplo rep. Ooh. I'm going to go back to improving with Muscovy. But, that was dumb. I just used my diplomat to do something. Alright, let's recall him again, and after we recall him comes the Great Betrayal. I don't want to co-belligerent Riga, even though I do. Wait. Okay, Scotland and Riga have joined. I now need to withdraw my navies. We'll take our army to Riga, I think. Actually, no. We'll get the war goal first. And we lost one of our light ships. Okay. Anyway, our first war as the Teutonic Order is on. And it's against a former ally that I kept a lot longer than I should have. I shouldn't have ever had them, for one, but with any luck in this war, we'll take a few provinces. I'd like to take Riga because it's got an estuary on the Baltic Sea, so that should help our trade a little bit as well.